Tar Heel State of North Carolina, as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Well, now they'll try to end around. He gets away from one, and he's taken down, but they say across the 35. First play from scrimmage is a pickup on 13. Miles Sanders first to get a game. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good and get the home crowd behind them. That's going to be tough to beat this one.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40th or 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. This defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in their win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
It's Young on first down. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's another Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good.
Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your 1st drive. Stop them on the 1st drive defensively.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. get the football. That's what they want.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Lance got his open man. It's Mallory. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Young. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Young. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Option play, here's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. There's Cooks in motion right. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now a high onside kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Young will set to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Young on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. Final play of the half. Young escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run left with Pollard.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cooks will come in motion right. First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, he shifts past him. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. The Lance going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, back to Sanders. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here is Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Throwing his lance on third down. Looking downfield for Pollard. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Dallas.
Lance on the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21. Panthers 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Open man is Mingo, complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Dalton. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Dalton. And once again, this is Sanders.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 69 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Young. Now he's forced out left. He's got his target. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's Young on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.